Good morning, YouTube. Happy Wednesday. We're going to start the morning off by making some avocado toast. I have my tomatoes that I'm going to be using on my avocado toast here. And this is the avocado. I have the bread that I'm going to be using. It's the Nature's Own ancient grain bread. And it's a small loaf. Normally, the bread come in those big loaves. But this is so cute. You see how small it is? We're going to be using this. And I bought this because we normally don't eat a lot of bread here anyway. And it normally goes bad. So I just bought a little small loaf. So this is perfect. I'm going to be using the Morton Nature seasoning on my avocado toast. And I'm going to be using the everything bagel on my avocado toast. And let me show you the tomatoes that I actually have here. Okay, these are the tomatoes that I have here. They're the Sugar Bombs, Flavor Rocks, grape tomatoes on the vine. These are the tomatoes that I use. And even though it says Sugar Bombs, they're not sweet like that. They taste just like regular tomatoes. That's just the name. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna start off by washing these tomatoes off first. And even though it was in a pack and they might look clean, you don't know what's on them tomatoes. You wash them tomatoes off. And then normally I start by cutting them in halves like this. You don't have to do this, but it's just how I do it. I cut it in half. And then I'm going to transfer this over to the frying pan. Y'all hear that? Turn it down just a little bit, because like I said, I'm not trying to just cook them. I just want to saute them a little bit. So while that's sauteing, I'm going to get my bowl to do my color. This is a little bowl that I bought. It's a little cute little bowl. I'm just going to do this like this. See that? And I'm going to take the seed out. A lot of times I just push it out like that, like so. And then I'll get this and put it in this little bowl. Squeeze it in like that. Do the same thing for this one. Squeeze it in. A lot of people don't like avocado, but I mean, I can't say that it has a taste. It has a taste of its own, if I may say, or it just, I don't know. It's good. That's one thing I can say. It's just really good. It's nothing, I mean, I don't know if you would actually have to like acquire a taste for it, if that would help. But my grandson even likes it. He's 9 years old. He likes avocado toast. Let's see if I can use take some water over here so I can transport that stuff over here when it's done. Okay, so let me find something I can use to scoop this avocado up. I like it a little chunky, but not too chunky and not too smooth, if that makes sense. Let me show you what I'm doing over here. I'm just actually sauteing my tomatoes just a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. Just so they be a little soft enough on my avocado toast. I'm not gonna cook them till they're smushy, just a little soft. That's how I do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and work on this avocado here. This is my hamburger smasher. I'm gonna use it for this, just to smash this down so I can get some of the chunks out of it. Now I get a spoon, try to, what I can do with that. This feels good. Okay. And then what I'll do is I get a big spoon and finish smoothing it out. Let me go ahead and take this off of the stove, because like I said, turn the stove off, because like I said, I don't want my tomatoes to be smushy. I just want them to be a little soft when I add them onto my toast. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and put my bread in the toaster, because it don't take long for this to prepare. Some people put like a little bacon on theirs. I've done that, but I'm not doing that today. Just gonna use the avocado and the tomatoes. And it's so funny because it's like when you go to the store to purchase the avocados, I think some stores they're like 3 for $5 or something like that. And I was just saying to myself, it's so expensive. It's so expensive to eat healthy, but you can go to like a fast food restaurant and get get 3 for $5 or different things like that. You get a whole bag of food and a drink and all that stuff. It's so unhealthy. It's cheaper to eat unhealthy versus eating healthy, is what I'm trying to say. And I put just a little bit of that in there, not that much. Just a little bit, just to give it a little seasoning. Let me show you how that is, just like that. Not much. I got my waist trainer on. I'm trying to train this waist. Trying to get it, I ain't gonna say get it snatched, but I'm trying to get it trained. That stomach, you had a stomach, boy, that stomach can stop you from getting into a lot of clothes. Gotta get that stomach back down. But anyway, and along with that, I'll put a little bit of lemon juice, just a tad bit of lemon juice, not a lot. Just like that. Toast down just a little bit more. Sorry about that, I had a phone call that came through. Okay, so my toast is just about ready. I don't want to have my toast too dark. I don't like dark toast. That's just me. Okay, so this is my toast. And see how nice and pretty that is? And it's got the little grains in the bread. Okay, so what we're gonna do, bring you down a little bit so you can see. Okay, so let me put this back in the refrigerator because I don't need this anymore. Okay, so let's get our avocado. Now with this bagel seasoning, you can put some in the mix, and you can also put some on your bread. Sometimes I put just a little bit in the mix, not a lot, just a little bit, something like that. And then whip that together. Okay. And put on the bread. Let's bowl over here. And you notice it's got some chunks in it. I don't like my avocado smooth, but I like it smooth, but I like to have a little consistency there too. I like a few chunks. I don't like it to be all smooth and no chunks in it. Just a little bit of chunks, not a lot. Okay. And then I'm going to get the spatula here and get my tomatoes. I was talking to this one lady in the store yesterday, and she noticed I was fixing some avocado toast today because of the stuff that I had in my buggy. And I was explaining to her how I normally do my avocado toast. She said, oh, okay. She said, I've never had it like that before. I said, yeah, it's pretty good like that. I said, just saute your tomatoes. I said, they don't have to be all smushy or anything like that. Just saute them a little bit on top of the stove. And put them on top of your bread along with your well, she already was using the bagel seasoning, the everything bagel seasoning on it. So I said, yeah, you just do it like that. And I say it's really, really good. She was like, oh, I'm gonna have to try it. I said, yeah, it's real good. I said, you'll like it. Okay, so this is my avocado toast, and then I'm just going to get this and sprinkle this on top, like so. Okay. And I don't know if this bowl is gonna be big enough to put both of these pieces in here, but I'm just gonna make it work. But you know what? Let's do this. Let's be a little fancy this morning. Let's get us a plate. Okay. So we're gonna get a plate. I have another bowl that's a little bigger. We'll get a plate. Okay, we're gonna get us a plate this morning. We're gonna be a little fancy this morning. Okay, so we'll put this here and that there, like so. And for y'all, for the ones who's never tried the avocado toast, you really need to try it. It's really, really good. It is. It's really good. I wouldn't steer you wrong. It's really, really good. And I'm going to also, normally I'm just going to show you how I normally fix my drink. So sometimes I'll have like a protein drink in the mornings by itself. I won't even eat avocado toast with it. But I'm going to show you how I normally fix my drink in the mornings when I do have a drink. Since I'm already here on camera. So let's get some ice. Aren't those cute? Look at the little circle ice cubes. Isn't that cute? I put a little bit of ice just in the bottom. I don't use a lot. A little bit of ice. And we're going to use some Premier, which I know I may not even eat all of this now. I could have did this in a separate video, but we're going to use the Premier protein drink. And I'm going to use the vanilla latte, the strawberry, I'm sorry, not strawberry, the vanilla latte Starbucks drink. And I don't use a full glass. I just pour a little bit at the bottom, like so. I'm not per se a coffee drinker, but I like that Starbucks latte drink. And then we'll mix that with that. And then like for the ones, like if you want to be fancy, I'm just doing this since I'm on camera, but if you want to be fancy, you can also get some whipped cream. You also get some whipped cream. this off here. And just like this. That's if you want to be fancy. I'm just doing this because I'm on camera. I don't eat like this in the morning times. Normally, I either eat avocado toast and I have a glass of water, or I get this drink and I have that by itself along with one of these Nature Valley bars. It's normally either or. I'm just mainly doing this right now because I'm actually on camera, just to show you how I normally fix my drinks when I do have them. And then you can put, I don't normally do, but you can put like a little bit of, if you want to have like a little bit of caramel on top. You want to have yourself like a little treat, in other words, is what I'm saying. Okay, so this is the drink. And then this is the avocado. Oops, this is the avocado toast.